everyone. This is Father Michael Sorial. I've got some exciting news to share. After lots of prayer, planning, prodding from friends, family members, parishioners, and after drinking a lot of coffee and probably procrastinating a bit longer than I should have, the Orthodox Brew is officially here. This podcast is going to be a space for real conversations, timeless truths, and fresh perspectives, all through the lens of Orthodox Christianity. And most particularly, as a Coptic Orthodox priest, you'll be getting a uniquely Coptic perspective as well. Whether you're deep in the faith, just curious, fishing around, or somewhere out there in between, there's a seat at the table and, of course, a cup of coffee always brewing. What is this podcast? Let me tell you a little about what the Orthodox Brew is all about. Our tagline probably says it the best. Steeped in faith, stirred with purpose. We wanted something that felt real, something that was rooted, that was authentic. Because like a good brew, whether it's hot or cold, brewing coffee or tea, faith takes time to brew. It takes depth. It's not something you just microwave and throw together. Sorry for my Nescafe friends. To steep something or to brew something, it requires a lot of effort. And so these episodes are going to be designed to help stir up something lasting, reflection, hope, purpose, and to connect our everyday grind with the presence of God. So whether your brew is hot or cold because summer's coming, black or with oat milk because there's always a fast right around the corner, you're welcome here. And there's always a cup of coffee or tea ready for you. Now, what can you expect when you hit play? Some episodes, it'll just be me sharing thoughts, wrestling with ideas, telling stories, sharing conversations, or offering encouragement that's rooted in the life of the church, that's living in a relationship with Jesus Christ. Other times, I'll just be sitting down with inspiring guests or some of these wonderful people that I've met along the way. People from all walks of life, just having honest, unfiltered conversations over a cup of something warm or iced, if that's your thing. Now, we're going to talk about it all. Relationships and dating will certainly come up because it seems like every time I sit with someone or go to a convention or retreat, that topic always comes up. It's on people's minds. Another topic, of course, is purpose and calling. What does it mean for us to walk with meaning and purpose as children of God? And as we do so, how do we deal with the mental health burnout and other aspects of mental health that impact us? In this postmodern world that we live in, this post-Christian world, how do we navigate culture as Christians, as children in the kingdom of God? What does that look like for you and me and for our children, our spouses, our parents, etc.? How do we deal with our personal struggles and the spiritual disciplines in this really chaotic, disordered world? How does that look for us to actually bring order into our lives? Now, along the path over the last 20 years, I've had an opportunity to interact with a lot of converts, and we're going to be learning from some of their experiences as well. Along the way, we're going to be going into some deep dives into theology, whether it's dogmatics, systematics, political theology, church history, liturgics. We're going to be looking at a whole slew of different theological topics. Two other topics that are really close to my heart are missions and evangelism. That kind of really aligns with the ministry that I'm involved with at St. Neannis, as well as my own studies, both my doctoral studies as well as my earlier post-grad work, as well as education, not just the work that I've done in my own life, but also some of the involvement that I've had at Agora University. And of course, all this is going to be rooted in an Orthodox Christian worldview that realizes that we are in this spiritual reality, that there is warfare going on all around us. Here's the thing. Christ touches every part of life. So it's all fair game, my friends. This podcast is where faith will meet the daily grind. Now, whether you're a student, a parent, a creative, a priest, or just trying to get through the week without losing your mind, there is something here just for you. Now, why does this matter? And why a podcast? Why do we need another podcast? Well, a few things. First of all, life moves fast. We scroll, we grind, we juggle a million things, but we don't always make space and time to go deeper into subjects, to really slow down and to process, to think about, and to interact with these conversations on a deeper level. The Orthodox Brew is going to be that kind of a space that we slow down, we reflect, we get challenged, and remember what it is that actually matters. It's a space for you, and quite honestly, it's a space that I need as well, because I find myself constantly running from one thing to another, from one house visit to another, from one service to another. And so it'll be an opportunity for me to enter into conversations in a very intentional way and to slow down and engage in those conversations. Now, our first official episode will drop later this week. You'll be able to find it on Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube, Instagram, basically anywhere that you currently listen. So if you haven't already, hit that follow or subscribe button. And if you think this podcast might bless someone out there, a friend, a classmate, a parent, a child, a barista, whoever, just go ahead and share it with them. And do yourself a favor, brew a good cup of coffee or tea. I would recommend a good cup of cold brew. Get into it. You will enjoy it. You'll thank me later for that as well. This is the Orthodox Brew, real talk, ancient wisdom, and everyday faith. So thanks for joining me at the start. Let's steep together, and may God continue to bless you.